Hello everyone and welcome back to Gantsville. Now, giving it a bit of a tidy up as you can see, and today we're going to see if we can actually get something running on it and discuss what am I going to do with it. So let's run the intro and we'll take a look. Okay, so a couple of weeks has passed, and first thing we need to find out is, do we have any power to this? Now, prepare yourselves for when I turn this over, because the wiring is not pretty. So if I flip that over, yeah, it's not good. So as you can see, I just used whatever wiring I had available at the time. And there's a tab here and there's an exposed wire there. So that's what we're going to connect our power to. But if you're looking at this, please don't do this with layouts ever. I was young, I was foolish. They're the excuses I'm going to use. Okay, so I have connected a controller up and just using some crop clips, as you can see, to use my usual setup and adapt it from the modular. Let's go ahead and lay this back down. I'm going to grab our trusty multimeter here and let's see if we've got any power from this. So if I can't stand it up, so we'll put it like that, and no. Anything over here? No. No. Right. Critically, is there anything on the controllers? Yeah. So definitely getting power through. I don't know if that's easier for you guys to see. But that's showing minus 18 volts. So if I flip it the other way around, you see 18 volts. That controller's outputting a lot. Let's turn it down a bit. So yeah. Right. Immediately I can see there's one dropper broke there. I wonder then, if I go to this broken dropper here, we've got power. Got power. None there. Power to that dropper. What about this rear track? So, right. So if I go there, yeah. So we have two rear droppers on these front tracks, and front dropper on there all come off. What about our line down the far end? What's that say? Nothing? What about if I, apologies if I get in the way here. Right. We have power there. So another dropper off there. Excellent. Excellent. So we have droppers broken everywhere. So I can't really rewire it, resolder all the droppers on screen. because that'll take quite a while and it won't be very exciting for you. So plan B. What's plan B, you wonder? Well, plan B is, let's turn this over and disconnect our crocodile clips. And then what we will do is we will move our controller. As you can see, I'm just using the standard Bachmann one. And we're going to connect it to the end of our tracks, just over here with our crocodile clips. However, if I'm going to do that, I need to clean the track first, which is where our good friend, the stick, with a piece of cloth attached to the end, and good old isopropyl alcohol. Now I know there's lots of other ways of cleaning track, and I know that some people say, oh, but IPA is polar and causes more dirt to be attracted over time. I don't know whether that's true or not. I know it works for me. I know it doesn't scratch my track, so a few sprays on there, and we just go along the track with firm, even pressure and start cleaning off that gunk. And yeah, already I'm getting a lot of oxidization coming off, and if you can see, that's just from that quick wipe there. So I'll go ahead, clean the track, and be back with you in a moment. Alright, so done a spot of cleaning, and I hate to say that's just a quick clean over. So yeah, guys, don't leave your track exposed for multiple years without cleaning, because that's what you'll be facing, and they're not even clean yet. However, the important thing, I'll bring this in and try and position it so it's at an angle you can actually see. Bear with me. Right, what can we use to prop this up? How about an old Wisbeach up well tramway shed? Right, there we go. So wires connected to the end, and as you can see, we've got power. However, it did occur to me that if I do this, we don't have power. Don't have power, don't have power, wait. Don't have power. Have power. Don't have power. So I've got power. Did I do something with the frogs? And power, 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 no power, power, yeah. No power to the frogs either, what? Okay, so this is even more complicated than I thought. I knew that I didn't have power to the three sidings, namely here, here, and here, because I have isolating fish plates here, here, and here. But for some reason, I don't even have power beyond this frog. The frog should have power. These should be standard points that feed through. I'm confused, guys. Very, very confused. However, that's not going to stop us from being able to do this today, which is grab a loco, namely our 44 tonner from before, and ease it out of the box. Place it gently on the tracks, like so. Are we on? We're on the tracks. And we are underway. Fed it in the wrong place and definitely could need more cleaning over the crossing, but we can actually run a train. Now, as I say, it's going to need some cleaning beyond the quick 3 minutes that I took just to wipe it down with the IPA. If I bring you off the stand, bring you down here, for example, don't know if you can see that, but if you compare the left rail to the right rail, more so have a look here, you can see the ingrained stuff. I mean, I don't like using Pico rubbers, bright boys, whatever you call them, but in this case I may have a choice of either replace the rail or take a track rubber to it, because that's got some ingrained stuff. But anyway, we are going to have to rewire this, and some of the track is not permanently stuck down. As you can see, I can lift these points up. The sidings are, but they're only on a piece of paper, which I have no idea. So to give you an idea, this is foam under here, so 50mm thick. Celotex, I believe, is the brand I used, but closed cell foam. And for some reason I thought at the time it was a good idea to wrap it in paper, and so yeah, the track is stuck to that, but we could pull all this up. Whether that will mean we have to redo the entire scenery, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's going to be the next stage for Gantsville, but it is working, kind of. So, bit of a short video for you guys, just give you an update on what's going on with it, let you know that it is going to be up and running at some point. It's not been took off the shelf for one video and you'll never see it again. It is up and running, and we are going to replace our Caboose Industry point levers for here. If I have to pull the track up, maybe I redo it so it is wired to my modern standards, i.e. the frogs are powered, because Caboose Industries actually do a switch throw that's manual but does include polarity switching for the frog. So yeah, maybe we do that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.